Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and the next review I want to do is a viewer request. This is the Spider-Man Classics Lizard, I think. Okay, I'll be completely honest. I don't know if it came in one of the box sets or what anymore. I don't remember. But it is the only lizard that I think is worth buying. Spider-Man villain guy, you need to have him. He's one of the most common ones, and he'll probably get even more popular with the new movie coming out. But he's actually a really good figure. I haven't had this guy out in a long time, so I'm going to be going through the articulation with you guys and not knowing what I'm talking about until I get there. So let's see how it goes. Alright, he starts off at 6 inches tall. Knees bent a little bit, so you can probably get him up to 6.5, 7 inches if you wanted to, but you're going to keep his knees bent probably to give him a nice look. The head is on, let's see, is it a ball joint? It's a semi-ball joint. It's very restricted up and down, but it does move a little bit, and it rotates in there. Paint app could be better. Doesn't really match, but whatever. Head sculpt is really nice. I think it's a great sculpt for lizard, and the paint app's pretty good. It could be a little more continuative. That's not a word. That's not even close to being a word. It's too many different color greens going on. That's what I'm trying to say. Other than that, though, it's a good paint application, just too many color greens. Okay, the teeth are individually painted. The mouth is painted. It's actually done really well. Could be a little better, but it's not bad by any means. And since it's articulated, I like it. Now, in order to get the jaw to come down, they had to cut a hole in the neck, so that looks kind of bad. But not too bad, too much to the point where you're going to even notice it too much, so especially if you leave it open at all, it doesn't look so bad. So no complaints there. The eyes are done really well. Hopefully you can see that. Very sharp looking head sculpt on this guy. Ball joint shoulders, as you would expect. Full range of motion. Real heavy ratchet in the forward backward motion, so that's really nice. Double jointed elbow, real big elbow joint there, so great range of motion for that. Wrist rotation, let's see, yes, wrist rotation inside the shirt sleeve, so that's hidden. Wrist pivot and a hand pivot, which is actually pretty good. It's one of the better ones. When you open the hand, it looks nice. The sculpt isn't really too ugly, and then even when you close it, he makes a decent fist. It's not like a goofy looking fist like some of them have. Same thing on both sides. It's a pretty decent hinge there. The articulation is the same on both. The top part of the shirt, well, the overcoat, I guess I should say, is all this soft material, except it's glued on up here, starting right about there. And it's really a shame because they could have added an ab crunch in there. It wouldn't have been too hard, but it's not too big of a deal. This black shirt in here is sculpted really well, and it looks nice. There's some purple in there that doesn't really match. I don't get why that's there. It's not part of his pants, and I don't know why it's up there, so I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, but if you leave the coat down, you don't really see it, so that's good. The black shirt's sculpted well, painted well, some nice dry brushing on there. The lab coat is filthy, and it's supposed to look that way. This is not a figure that's been beat up too much, it just looks that way. And they did a good job making it look dirty and mangy. The sculpt is good, and the paint is good. His tail does come through the back. You can see his shirt there, his black shirt up top, and his tail is tearing through his pants. It does pop off if you want it to, or you can just rotate it there. This cut joint is not a joint, it's just where they connected the plastic to the rubber part that's bendable. It looks not so good. They shouldn't have put that there, I don't think. Either sculpt the whole thing or make the whole thing bendable like Blackheart. I don't care for that line there, but that's okay. It is painted really well, and the scales are sculpted, so that's nice. And like I said, this part's bendable, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of stiff, but it's not as stiff as Blackheart's tail, so it's okay. The bendable part, the wire that goes in there, stops right about here, so it would have been nice to get it to go down a little bit farther. He has a waist twist in there, standard. Jeans are sculpted, well, I guess they're not technically jeans, but the pants are sculpted pretty well. He has wide-jointed ball hips, so standard for most of the Marvel Legends lately. He's got a thigh swivel built in, double-jointed knee. You can see the green skin coming through at the knee, which is kind of cool. It looks much better when the knee's closed than when it's open like that, but it is there still. No shin swivel on this guy. He's got the ankle pivot, ankle rocker, not a huge range of motion, but it is there, and he's got a mid-foot pivot. All the toenails are painted individually, same thing for the fingers. Very nice paint job. He is kind of glossy on his pants and on most of his skin. Now I guess that's supposed to be like that. They did that to kind of make him look slimy maybe, I don't know, but lizards aren't typically slimy, so I'm not sure. But it is like that. It doesn't look bad. It's a really nice display piece. And if you're a Spider-Man fan, you know that Lizard's a pretty important character in the Spider-Man mythos, so to speak. And I think you probably need to have this guy. It's really the only good Lizard figure in my opinion. Unless you want Ultimate Lizard, but why would you want that? So I suggest you get this if you can. It's a really cool figure. I do recommend it 100% to any Spider-Man fan and or collector. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the rest of my videos today, and in the meantime, keep collecting.